Hi, good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm Veronica and this is a special class for people with hyperflexibility. So the very first three things that we have to take in account for this class is that we have to build the strength all the time, especially in our core. And by core I mean this part in the center of our body. This includes the abs, but also the chest. And the second thing is that we're not going to encourage the student to be extending and to taking our limbs or taking the energy to the sides and reaching to the sides all the way, but this is going to be the opposite. So the student has to always have a little bending on their joints, for example, here the elbows, and focusing that the energy instead of going to the sides is going all the way to the opposite direction. That means to taking like the joints together and to drive our energy to the center of our body. And the third very important thing is that we're not going to take the student into move in a very wide range of movement. This is going to be different. Our range of movement here, it has to be short. So if you have a very wide range of movement, let's do it different. Let's just do it short. Because here we want to be very careful with our joints and with our tissues. So this is people with EDS, for example, or with a very sharp hyperflexibility in their body. So what you're going to use in my class today is 2 yoga blocks and a chair. So have them close to you all the time. And let's start. So sit in a comfortable position. If sitting down here, it requires more energy and you don't feel as comfortable, so take a yoga block and sit down on the block or just sit down on the chair. And just make sure that your knees are square with your ankles and also square with your hips. So let's start taking some breathings here and taking our focus into the breath. Start dipping into your breath and listening at it. Remember that your breath has so many elements that you can use for driving your attention to it. That means movement. It moves your thorax, it moves your belly, moves your shoulders, moves your ribs. It has sound. So remember that you can do this oceanic breathing where you close a little bit the throat. And you pretend that you're breathing and the sound is like the ocean, like the waves of the ocean. The waves that comes and goes. Your breath as well has temperature, so you can feel the temperature on the air passing by through your nostrils. Dress your focus also there. This is 3 examples of the elements that the breath can offer you to help yourself in taking your attention and your focus there. So your left hand is going to go to your heart or the center of your chest, and your right hand goes to your solar plexus, diaphragm. This is the space in between your ribs in front of you, right below your sternum. So this is another center spots that I was telling you. So the core is the abs, yes, but you can also include the solar plexus, and I do include as well the chest. So feel here the movement of your breath, how with every exhalation, the air and the energy goes to the center with the contraction movement, and how with every inhalation, The energy goes to the sides, to the expansion movement. So you have naturally these two movements that you also find in all nature. It's a very normal movement that the nature has within. Take a moment here to feel this and to noticing that you already have this center-driven movement of your energy. So already know that with every exhalation, if you take your navel in, your belly in, you're driving then the energy to the center, protecting your lower back as well. Feel that your spine is lengthening. Feel that your tailbone anchors down while the crown of your head rises up. This very nice vertical with its curves, with its asymmetry. You have this beautiful rhythms of expansion and contraction. So put your palms together in the center of your forehead. Place an intention for your practice. Take your hands to the center of your chest, affirming this intention clearly. And let's open gently our eyes. Let's start moving our head. So we're going to do just little half circle down. Remember that the range of movement is short. We don't want to go all the way to feel that we're stretching. We want to stop way before. And then go half circle up. And now sink your breath. Inhale one side, exhale the other side, take your own pace. And let's go to the sides, ears close to shoulders. And let's say yes and no. Inhale one side, exhale the other. Let's move our shoulders now. So the right shoulder is going to go to the front and the left shoulder is going to go to the back. So we inhale right to the front, weight all the way that comes back to the center, and exhale left to the back. And wait that the shoulder comes back to the center. Inhale front, right, exhale left, back. Inhale front, exhale back. 2 more times. Inhale front, exhale back. Inhale, exhale, and let's change sides. So the left one goes to the front and the right one goes to the back. You can flow and a bit more. Sink the breath. And that means that the breath is the lead and the movement follows it, but not the way around. When you start inhaling, you start moving that part of your body, start exhaling, you start moving all the way to the end. So inhale, start moving all the way where I stop inhalation, I stop movement. And when I start exhalation, I start movement as well. Good, so let's just take a little twist with our spine here. They're super little. In a classic yoga, the twists are always guided and 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 teachers lead them to go super far, to twist more and more. But here you're just doing a very fluid twist that it's not going anywhere far, but close. Just feeling that your lower back's moving. So let's take our seat to the floor. So take your yoga block out. And we're going to start pointing and flexing our toes, our feet, sorry. So take the back part of your knees and lift your feet and start pointing and flex your feet. The focus here is to start lifting your chest. The more you lift your chest up, the more your abs will activate. So point and flex. Stop the movement here and straight your left leg. You can stay in the same direction. I do it for filming purposes. And we're going to keep our left foot flexed, and we're going to move our right leg up and down with the knee bend. So here, your ankle has to be comfortable, allowing the movement of your leg here. So you're not following any shaping here. You're just lubricating the joint that puts together your pelvic and your femur. So it's a femoral joint here. So inhale all the way up and exhale all the way down. 2 more. And let's switch sides. Inhale up, exhale down. Both feet are on flex. So your ankle is still. And then it doesn't move, and when it's moving, it's actually the hip. The ankle remains firm. So 2 more. Good. And let's take our chair. Bring it. Remember that you have to bring your chair on the mat, either the 4 legs or at least 2 of them, and make sure that it doesn't slide to the front. Okay, so you're going to wrap the back of your chair. Remember that your chair has to have, it doesn't have to have armrests. And press your knees up and down. And rest. Inhale, take the edge of the seat. Take your chest all the way up. Your tailbone points to the knees. And feel that you're growing tall with your chest up, but the energy remains to the center. And exhale again. Take the back part of your seat. Your elbows are on the seat. Your hands take the back. And just press your knees up and down with little pulsations. Inhale, straight both legs. And exhale again, rest. So if you feel that you're feeling this heat and strength on your core, this is all the center from the very low part of your belly all the way to your sternum. That's perfect. So we're doing a little stretch here, just little. Keep the energy to the center. And just one last time, this is some movements that are warming you up. So up and down remember, with the knees in here, remember that you can do very little pulsations and rest. Rest before I tell you to do so if you really need it. You always can change your mind, so feel that you're stretching the belly and taking your tailbone to the direction of the knees. Good. So inhale, you're going to take the right foot to the front. And we're going to start doing warrior 3. So remember to take your fingers all the time the class down. So this is going to take away pressure on the rest. So take a look here that the knee is always on top of the ankle. This is a cue that you always have to be checking on your body. And we're going to walk our hands up, lifting our left leg. And we're doing little pulsations here. So your support knee, the right knee, it's always bended with this micro flex on the knee. And you're doing pulsations here. Little pulse up and down. And runner pose. This is stepping the left leg really far. All elbows again on the chair. Grab the back part of the seat or wherever you can grab that your breasts are comfortable. And we're going to go to the flank again. So just inhale one last deep inhalation here. And then put both knees on the ground. The edges. Take again the edges of the seat. Inhale, little stretch, but when you stretch the belly, you're taking the tailbone under, so this activates the core. And exhale, just let go and rest a little bit here on this variation of child pose. In here, you can remain and keep your elbows a bit bended. Let's go to the other side. So take the left leg. Remember this 90 degrees angle. You're always checking the knee on top of the ankle and runner pose. This is curling the 5 toes off your right foot, stepping it way far. Put your hands the sides of the seat and inhale, stepping the hands forward and doing little pulsation. So just adjust your hands wherever you feel that you're supporting very well your body, that your knees not touching the seat or the chair, that you have all that space for your left knee to be bended, and just give a little kicks to the ceiling. Again, your navel goes towards the spine. Feel that the heat starts to rise on your glute. And runner pose very gently. Drop the right leg very far. Elbows on the seat and take plank. So big inhalation here. And exhale. Again, the edges of the sides. You can take your toes out and pressing the torso of your feet on the ground. Tailbone again goes in. And exhale, rest in Balasana or child pose. So here, this pose takes you to an extension of the side of your torso, but here you don't have to, remember, do this extension, but just feel that a little stretch is happening, but you're not going to the stretch. It just happens, but what you're doing is you're going to the center. You're driving the energy towards your shoulders, towards your elbows. Remember not letting your head hang down. Good. So now push your chair to the front And you could see how we're drawing this warrior 3, especially with the legs. So now take your yoga blocks and place them on this second height, which is this that I'm showing to you. This is the first, this is the second, and this is the third. So we're going to use the second height. So again, you can take your fingers and place them on the sides of the block and let them hang down. Inhale, you're going to take cow pose, chest up, tailbone up. And exhale, cat pose, tailbone under, coccyx under. And inhale, cat pose, but extend your right leg to the side and just place your left hand on your heart. Take 2 breathings here. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand goes again to the block and take the right knee to your chest. Right knee close to the chest, close to the nose, and just place the right foot in the middle of your blocks. So let's go again to runner's pose, and here you're going to grab the block. So you're not letting the blocks stay in that same position, but you're going to grab them and go again to the warrior 3, this time with the blocks. So you're walking the blocks forward, and this time we're going to work on our balance here. So try to put both hands on your chest or on your hips. Inhale here and exhale, hands again go down, step your feet very far down and put the left knee on the floor and climb your hands all the way that your torso rises up. So your hips here has to be at the level of our knee. We're not doing this stretch. We're remaining more or less, just maybe a little bit forward, but on the level of your knee. And take your hands up. Inhale, clasp the thumbs as like a little butterfly. And take the energy to your elbows, to your shoulders. So breathe here. And exhale. Runner's pose. We take your blocks again and straight the left leg. So here you're going to say yes with your head. And let your gaze seeing your left foot. So we're going to go to plank again. Inhale and exhale, Balasana or child's pose. So again, bend your elbows here. A little stretch is happening on the side of your torso. But do not go far on that stretch. But rather take the energy again to shoulders, to elbows. And let's go again to the cat pose. So inhale, your fingers are hanging down. Extension. And cat pose. Rounding your spine. Inhale, take the left leg far behind. And the right hand to your heart, breathe here. Both hands on the blocks. And take your left knee to the chest or to the nose. Right here, inhale. And exhale in the middle of your hands. So left foot steps in the middle of your hands. Runner pose again. Then a little flex, small flex on your right knee. And step your blocks forward and feel that you can float on warrior 3. Keep a little bending on your leg. Really try to place your hip on top of your ankle and let go your hands by touching just maybe 1 second your chest. Inhale here and exhale, runner pose. Very far, stepping your right foot behind. Right knee goes on the floor and take your hands to your hips. So you let the 5 toes of your right foot on the ground, pressing the ground, and just feel that your hips are on top of the right leg. Clasp your big finger and raise your arms up. Let the elbows bend. Let the shoulders drop down and far from the ears. Take your belly in again, more and more. And let's go to the plank. So inhale, take your blocks, runner pose first. Exhale here and plank next. Inhale here and exhale, child's pose. So both hands on the floor, take a little rest here. Good. So go again to our cow cat pose. So take your elbow, your blocks. Inhale, cow, lifting your hip. Exhale, cat. Coccyx under. Inhale, right leg goes down. Exhale, right foot goes in. So place it in the middle of your hands. And go to your runner's pose. Put your hands on your hips and rise. Good. So you're going to take your elbows above your head. You're just going to move to the sides and keep your right knee bended. And you're moving to right side and left side. Remember that we're doing some stretches, but our focus is not to stop and stretch the body, but to use the stretch as a path for strength. Inhale here, and exhale, 4 points pose. So both hands go to the floor or to the blocks, one knee on the floor and the other knee on the floor as well. So cow, inhale, extension. Cat, exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale, left leg goes to the back. And exhale to the front. Runner's pose. So make sure you have this 90-degree angle on your left leg. Hands to the hips and rise. Good. So we're doing the same, but as you were clasping or taking your elbows here, the arm that was in the front, just put it on the back. So we shift sides, and let's rock. the movement sides to side. So we can take and leave little bendings on both knees, or you can bend very, very, very small, or you can bend a bit deeper here. The deeper you bend, the more strength you build. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, and exhale 4 points. Both hands on the blocks, one knee, the other, and rest on child's pose, recover. Make sure that your hands are on the floor, your elbows are bent. All right, so we're going to lay down. So take as many movements as you need, so you can pass your legs to the front. And lay your whole back on the mat. So take your legs up, stay there. And you're going to place your yoga block in between your thighs. So you're going to inhale, try to touch your finger toes. And exhale, you're going to rest your hands above your head and just lower a little bit your legs here. Inhale, they go all the way up, touching your toes or your ankles. Exhale, hands above your head, lowering your legs down. Inhale up. Ankles, exhale. Inhale down. Exhale, lowering legs. Inhale up. Exhale, ankles. Inhale down. Exhale, lowering legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, ankles. Inhale, low. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, ankles. Inhale, low. Exhale, take it down. And one last time. You got it. Inhale. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. And exhale, sit low and stay. And put your feet on the ground. Take your yoga block out. Put it on the side and just tap a little bit your abs here. A little tapping. And we're going to rotate to the sides of your mat. So your elbow is going to be right below your shoulder. And you're going to flex the left. So we're taking left elbow down and left leg down, which is flexed. And you're going to do little kicks up and include this movement. Inhale up, exhale down in the center. Inhale up and reach, exhale down in center. Inhale up and reach, down and center. One last time. Up, reach, down and center. And carefully change to the other side. Elbow down. Right elbow down, right below your shoulder. Here the alignment is crucial. Right leg flex. Up the leg, reach the arm. Exhale down the leg, center. Inhale up and reach. Exhale, center. Inhale up and reach. Center. Up, reach. Move your elbow, your right elbow, to wherever you need that you feel that your body's carrying better the weight. And last time. And exhale the center. And once again, let's lay down. Put your yoga block again in between your thighs. And inhale, rise your hips. If you don't have a block, you can use books as well. And take your hands all the way above your head. And exhale, return hips down. I'm just going to move. But hips down and hands beside the hips. Inhale, hips go up. Take your hands right above your head. You'll have to stretch here. Your elbows can be very relaxed. And exhale very slowly. Return your hips down. And return your legs, your arms by the hips. Inhale. As you move your hips, you move your arms up. Exhale as you exhale. Take your hips down and your arms by the hips. And inhale. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4. And one last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4. And one last time. Inhale. Let's go 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4. So you feel here the heat on your thighs, on your lower back, on your belly as well. Take the block out. And take your legs up. Cross your legs. And just cross a bit your arms here. So you're placing the right leg on top of the left one and your right arm on top of the left one as well. And you're going to do here just a little wiggling on your toes. Remember that we're not doing the super flexibility on shoulders and hips here. What I want you to do is to focusing that the energy is going to the center, that you're hugging the energy in this center point in your chest, in your belly, as you can feel it activated. And move and wiggle your toes wherever you want to go. And let's change it to the other side. Wiggle here your toes. Feel the energy on the core, pressing your lower back on the ground. Good. And now put your knees together. Your heels are close to your glutes. And now we're going to tap our heels. The heels are close to the glutes. The knees want to get closer to the chest. And tap one ankle and the other. And exhale. So we're going to go cactus arms and try to reach the sides of your mat with your feet. And we're going to move side to side the legs. But really make sure and be very aware of not to reach the very end of your twist here. Inhale up and exhale down, but really stop way before you reach the final spot where your body can be. So we are avoiding to go to those hyperextended places. So inhale And exhale, stay on one side, but remember we're not doing a deep twist. We're stopping way before. Feel that your core again is a bit activated. Next inhalation, go up. And next exhalation to the other side. And stay way before you reach the final extension of this movement of your body. So inhale, go up, extend your legs, and try to put your elbows below your shoulders, and just press your hands down and extend your body. If this is feeling too much with your shoulder, then lift your body and use your whole arms. Again, micro bend on your elbows and just expand your heart and stretch your legs. Deepen your breathing. And exhale. Remember that you have different spots for putting your hands. So you can use the back and use your belly, but avoid injuring your shoulder. And again, with this energy on your belly and your core, lower your belly and your torso straight on the floor. And stay here for some minutes. Before we go to Shavasana, I want you to take the energy to the sockets of your joints. It's just this image of putting your joints together. So your hands are going to be in your hips. And feeling that your joints are right into the sockets. As a puzzle that you find these two pieces that fit perfectly together. So with every exhalation, you go to the center, but not only the air, you're taking all your joints with you, putting the right spot on the right place. And exhale, let go, relax your body, turn your palms up, and breathe. Feel that the muscles of your face are relaxed as the root of your tongue is also relaxed. With the next inhalation, you're recovering your knees to the chest and your hands to your feet. Try to grab your ankles. Take your forehead in between your knees and drive all this energy to the center. But take attention and put attention to your toes. Wiggle again your toes so you can cover all the body with your awareness. Inhale here and exhale. Just drop your body to fetal pose on one side. And remember here your intention. Place it again in your mind. And whenever you're ready, sit down and put your hands on this two center spots that we have recalled. Remember to practice your yoga sessions with this very important cues if you have hyperflexibility or some problems in your tissues in terms of having them too loose, too extended. To always build strength by doing this micro bending on your joints, to always drive your energy to the center, to move in a short and range of motion. To always as well look for this alignment, which will light your body, make it lighter. So take these cues all the time with you and hope that you can feel some of these actions in your body, strength, centered, and controlled motion. So thank you very much and see you next time. Namaste.